Hey friends, Missy out here. And we're going to take a look at the homework for week of November 27th. And that will actually be due this upcoming Friday. And all of these problems are actually review from this previous unit because we are going to be taking a post-assessment on all of this on Friday. Alright, let's take a look at number 1. Angela is 45 years old. She is 5 times as old as her daughter Rachel. How old is Rachel? Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to set up the problem, and we need to think about what we are solving for, okay? So we are solving for Rachel's age. Rachel is blank years old. Rachel is blank years old, okay? And we're going to set up our two people. We have Angela, okay, and we have Rachel. Alright, and just to get started, I already know that Angela has to be older than her daughter, Rachel. Just because she can't really be her mother if she's not older. And second, it also tells me she is 5 times as old. Okay? And it also gives us that Angela is 45 years old. Okay. So, if I know the bigger number, what do I need to do to figure out Rachel? Well, if I know the bigger number, I need to divide. I'm looking for a little number. So logically, I would divide by 5 to figure out Rachel. And 45 divided by 5, you could skip count by 5. You could also draw your circles and dots from last year. That would be 9. So it would make sense that Rachel is younger than Angela because she is her daughter. And also, it would make sense because we're starting off with a bigger number. Alright, next up, we're going to take a look at Wednesday. Mindy spent $40 on dinner. Kate spent half as much. How much did they spend together? So we are going to write an answer sentence. How much did they spend together? They spent blank dollars together. And you can see that I am just using the words from the question in order to get my answer sentence. They spent blank dollars together. Okay. And now we're going to pull out the information that we know. Okay. Well, we know Mindy. Mindy spent $40. That's given to us. And we also know that Kate spent some money as well. But we don't know how much. And then, of course, the big question is, how much did they spend all together? So this one we have 2 unknowns, and that's why this is called a multi-step problem, because we have to do 2 different things to figure out the total answer. Alright, so let's start with the Kate, right, because we can't figure out the total without Kate. So we know that Kate spent half as much as Mindy. Well, if I need to figure out how much someone spent, if they spent half as much, I would be dividing it by 2. And so 40 divided by 2, you can skip count by 2 all the way to 40. You can do 4 divided by 2 and then add a 0. You can draw your circles and dots. Well, 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then you put the 0 back in, so it would be 20. So Kate spent $20. Now, it's fairly easy now to calculate the total, or this question mark. We would just add 40 plus 20 to figure out how much they spent altogether. 40 plus 20 would be 60. So your answer is 60. They spent $60 together at dinner. Alright, get ready for your holiday theme riddle. What do you get when you cross an apple and a Christmas tree? A pineapple. Because a pine is a tree that you use for Christmas and an apple is an apple. Okay.